Hello, my friends. This is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. I'm sitting out here by the waterfall today. It's not a sunny day today. It's been overcast all day, and the high temperature is 80, and the low is 69. That's cold. Well, so it's nice and cool out here and windy, and supposed to rain, but I haven't seen any of that. Uh, I've recovering from my wounds. Uh, I had that horrible fall at the Twin Lakes shopping center, and it was a pretty bad fall. I hit my side of my head here. As soon as I did hit that, boy, I just saw like stars, uh, and my shoulder was hurting, and my ribs were hurting, and I thought I just laid there, and till I could figure out just what's hurting. And finally, the guard came over and he helped me up, and I remember her and along with other people there gasping, "Oh!" when I fell. Uh, I just didn't pick up my right foot up high enough for the next step and went sprawling out. So the next day we did go to the new Mendez Medical Center. They're a full service medical center. Have all the doctors and stuff. And oh, they took. I was there 5 hours, and they took C scans. They did X-rays, EKG, and my heart. And turns out that nothing was broken. Uh, but it's been hard sleeping and turn this way and this hurts and turn that way it hurts. So but I'm all right. I'm still around, still kicking, and just got to be more careful when I'm walking. And I should use I do have a walker, but I don't use it too much. Just go with my cane, and when I trip to the Val, coming up real soon, I'm going to take my walker with me, I think. And so uh, they wanted to talk about uh, family, and how many out there have had a DNA test to find your family history? I did. I knew some of my family history just from growing up. Because when we would go on vacations, we would go visit family. My father's brothers and sisters, and my mother's parents, and her sisters and brothers. So I knew a little bit about our family history. I know we were primarily English and Scotch and Irish. Uh, my great grandfather was Nathan Brookshire, who uh, came to Texas when Texas was still part of Mexico. One thing that Stephen F. Austin had made a deal with the Mexican government were bringing in uh, Americans from other parts of America, uh, mostly to fight because of the Indian attacks upon the settlers. And he gave them a bunch of money, I mean a bunch of land. Uh, Anybody that moved got, I don't know, so many leagues of land. Uh, so Nathan Brookshire had come here moved here from I think North Carolina in the Appalachian Mountains area. Uh, so it, he spent a lot of time in the Appalachian Mountains, and it's where his settlers, his family settled. And he moved to Texas uh, during before the Texas-Mexico battle, and uh, he settled down in the town. He was given a bunch of land, and he operated a stagecoach uh, stop there in what is now called Brookshire, Texas. It's right outside of Houston. Uh, Now, somewhere around the 1950s, I think, my father had a big falling out with his family. And it was over who gets the land and how many acres they get of that land. His family screwed him out of a bunch of land. And from that time on, he never went back down there to visit them. It was a big falling out. And then many years later, after he had died, and somebody came offering a lot of money for that land. And we only got 3 acres of the land. And that was pretty good money for that amount of land too. So, but some of them got millions from the sale of that land. So we got screwed out of it. But yeah, we used to go on vacations every summer. We would go down to Beaumont, where my grandmother on my father's mother lived, and her husband. He died when I was still pretty young. Grandmother was really a nice lady, and she doted on my older brother because of his handicaps, his disabilities. She was his favorite. He was her favorite one. So it's pretty interesting, the family. Some things I was not proud of. Nathan Brookshire, we had the documents for when Stephen F. Austin sold him some slaves. That part of my family I didn't like. And he had fought against the Indians. That part of my family I didn't like. The Indians were the original owners of the land, and we took it from them, often violently. And they fought hard, but they were way outnumbered and well uh, didn't have the weapons that these new settlers had. So, but that's something that I have to contend with, and but it's not a proud part of my history. And so now I tried to make it up uh, in many ways. Uh, so uh, y'all should get, take a DNA test and find out yours too. Some things you may not like, but uh, some things we're interested in. So I still have family back in Texas. Uh, I don't see them very much anymore. I'm done with that part of my life, I guess. But so it's interesting to learn about more about your history. I do have a little bit of Indian blood. I remember my mother telling me when she was growing up in somewhere in East Texas, a little small town. They had a farm, and her my mother's grandmother, she was Cherokee Indian, and my mother always said I was scared of her. uh, Sometimes ignorance is bliss, I guess, to some people. But it was a rich history, but my Nathan Brookshire, uh, he was a lieutenant in the Republic of Texas Army, I guess, and he fought an Indian attack on Milam Creek, and the officer above him was shot and killed. So Nathan assumed the control of his rangers or whatever they called them, and drove off the Indians. And he had to give a report before the Texas legislature uh, on the battle and all that. They got a roadside market near where that occurred, but it's fascinating to know your own history. So if you haven't done it, try it. It doesn't cost that much money. So it's less than $100, I think. So, well, that's about it. I've gone on enough now. Uh, I've lived a good life. I've enjoyed my life, and I enjoy talking about some of the things, my stories. Uh, I hope y'all are doing okay. I hope you're enjoying this nice, cool weather. You don't need the air conditioner. I haven't needed that in a long time. So everything's good here at Casa de Gecko. Um, Maida is home now, so I better get on in there and eat what she's going to cook for me. And y'all take care. Take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Take care of your pets. And adios, amigos and amigas. Till tomorrow, hopefully. I'll be back on here, and we'll see you again then. Hasta la vista.